Her first major role shocked TV viewers when she replaced Roseanne's eldest daughter, Becky, on the hit sitcom. Now her latest role has everyone talking about the drama between two best friends in the return of the hit Netflix series Firefly Lane. Sarah Chalke, welcome to DVS, Sarah.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. All right, so let's talk about this. Firefly Lane is about two best friends who face some trying times. And this is a goal I'm working on for myself. I'm trying to maintain better friendships. Have you maintained your friendships from your childhood?
I am so lucky. I have a best group of girlfriends that I met in kindergarten, and my best friend and I actually moved to LA together. She wanted to produce. She'd gone to film school. I wanted to act, and we packed up her truck and we moved to LA. Was supposed to be a 6-month sublet, and I stayed 17 years and she stayed 19. So
whoa,
dreams. Without giving too much away here, what about the friendship in Firefly Lane? Have people sort of anticipating its return? How is that friendship going to go?
Okay, yes, it's a big kind of deal. What ends up happening with them? I'm excited for you to see it. They obviously. It's one of my favorite parts about how the friendship was portrayed. You know, it's not this glossy, perfect friendship. Yeah. It really goes into the ups and downs and some really big stuff they went through. I did not. My biggest conflict with my best friend I was telling you about was much less dramatic. It was just over cereal. We were roommates, and I ate all the flakes out of the flakes and granola. So the salt for that was she brought back 2 boxes, a Sharpie, and that was like our biggest conflict.
Your big fight, the cereal. I hear that.
That was a big fight.
Granola's huge. I get it.
It's a big deal.
It's huge.
Sarah, I gotta say, I'm really on pins and needles about the return of Firefly Lane because I'm upset with both of y'all right now. Generally, I pick you or Tully. Okay. But right now, I'm upset with both of you. So I'm really excited to see what happens. I won't give anything away. I know that Firefly Lane is such a huge hit. Obviously, I'm a fan. But I want to talk about how a lot of us first met you because you replaced the actor who played the original eldest daughter, Becky, from Roseanne twice. So was that frustrating? And what were you doing when you got the call to return back to the role for the final season?
So it was, the whole thing for me was a ridiculous, huge gift. I had no business being there. I was a kid. I had barely done anything. I'd done a couple of jobs up in Vancouver when I sent a tape down and auditioned, and then watching some of the top comedians in history work all together, watching Laurie Metcalf, what she would do with a script on a Monday morning, and work with it through the week till a Thursday night tape night. I would just kind of watch in awe. And so what was I doing when I got the call to come back? I was living back in Vancouver, and I was going to college, and I was working on a movie of the week that was shooting up here where I was playing John Ritter's daughter. And I was pregnant not in real life, but in the movie. And so I remember I was like, yeah, I can come back, but I just can't be there for the week of rehearsals because I'm working. So it was a Friday morning, and I took an oceanography exam at like 7:30, and then I went and taped a scene from this movie that I was doing with this pregnancy belly, and then there wasn't even time to change to make the flight. I remember like taking off the pregnancy belly and leaving it in my car, and then getting on the flight to LA, and when I landed, they had a limo with a hair and makeup team in the car doing my hair and makeup on the way to the live tape night that was already happening. And I got there and they're like, okay, hold these flowers, say this, stand here. And I was like, okay.
That's Tori's dream.
Yeah.
It is. Which part, the oceanography exam?
The wave structure, fascinating. Granola?
It sounds like a busy day to me. So let's get back to it. You starred in comedies like Scrubs, of course, and dramas like Firefly Lane. So what do you enjoy more, making people laugh or making people cry?
I have to say, in terms of like your experience on set, getting to hang out with comedians all day and laugh is quite a gift to get to experience, and is definitely a fun way to spend your days. And what I did love about Firefly, though, is we did get to do both. The group of people I was working with, we had such a good time, and that's the fun part about coming back to a job and getting to do multiple seasons is you fall into that rhythm with each other. But we also, on the show, had material where you're like in the 80s and you're dancing and maybe almost even doing a pratfall off the back of a chair, but then you're doing really serious stuff, in the latter half of the day. So there were definitely no 2 days that were the same or boring, and it kind of was constantly pushing me outside of my comfort zone singing being the biggest one.
Great experiences.
I know.
What a life.
Sarah, thank you so much for joining us. DBL Nation, you can check out the rest of season 2 of Firefly Lane this Thursday on Netflix. We'll be right back. Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.